Hey everyone! Welcome to the Pick It Up podcast, where we explore the theme of how performative and fine arts help prevent gun violence. I'm your host, Chasidy.
And I'm your co-host, Kilea.
And I'm your other co-host, Jeremy.
So let's talk about it. Last week, we talked about how art and music kind of are like powerful influences to our youth and culture around us. This episode, we are going into kind of how can someone be impacted by art without having to create it. Before we do get into this subject, though, I did have kind of like a challenge for us to try. It is the spicy noodle challenge, bodak pack. But instead of the regular black pack, we have the kimchi today. So I'm going to run out and grab it real quick so that we could get to it. Oh, I also brought napkins in case your guys' lips start burning too much.
Oh, my bad. I'm going to pass it.
Oh, you could just leave it.
Okay.
But you could. Sorry. I'm going to put this down here for now.
So we take a bite at the same time or what?
Kind of. And if it's not spicy enough, or like if you can handle it, add the Tabasco to it. Okay?
All right.
All right. Get your first scoop up.
So I was trying to see how much. Okay.
I just hope we're not dying through the rest of this episode.
I'm gonna die.
Okay. You guys ready? It's not bad.
Oh, this one isn't spicy.
Yeah.
It's not.
This is my first time trying the kimchi pack.
Wow. I had to wait for it.
It's hitting? I think this...
I like some Tabasco.
Here, you can add it yourself.
Sorry.
No, you're good. You're good.
It's not
Oh.
that spicy than I thought.
A little fun fact for the audience. Jeremy is my brother. Yeah. So
Not a fun
at home, I eat like these ramens pretty regularly with my sister. But he'll just ask for like a little fork here and there. Yeah. I'm comparing this to the black pack because I literally just had a black pack today. That one was killing me, and I only had like 2/3 of it. I feel like the Tabasco just made it sweeter for me.
This one's not spicy.
It's getting
Like,
sour.
With the Tabasco?
Yeah.
I feel like sriracha would help. Are you dying yet, Jeremy? That was a lot. Oh, you finished it? Oh, you're done?
It's not spicy. I'm just like kind of full because you know.
Oh, yeah, we just finished lunch, too. That's why I tried to make it as little as possible. I forgot there's Go-Gurts. I'm gonna go get those because those are to kind of cool your tongues.
I hope you finish these, but
Nah.
just not.
I'm not gonna lose, bro.
Oh, yeah. Take one more bite.
I'm sweating. What the hell?
You guys don't have to finish those. It was just to kind of like, get us into today's episode. And it was also for me because I've never tried the kimchi pack, so. All right. Could we get... Yeah, sorry.
Where's your bowl?
Oh, I just left it in the kitchen.
You give up?
You want me to finish yours for you?
No, I got it.
Are you sure? I finished your other one earlier, so... You got this, champ. Slay. All right, let's get into today's video. Bringing us back to the question, how can someone be impacted by art without having to create it? AKA, how can art change someone, without them being the artist? I think that question, it reminds me of this movie that I watched the other week. It's an old movie. Some of you might know it, might not. It's called Step Up. And it's actually a series. But I was watching the first movie. And basically it's about dancing. But there's a point in the movie where Tyler's best friend, his brother dies. And it changes his view on how he wants to live from then on. But basically, they were kind of in this life where they had to kind of steal cars for money and whatnot. And they were going to school, it looked like it, but it didn't really show much. It just really showed their struggles in life. And towards the end, when Tyler's best friend's brother, Skinny, his best friend's brother, his name is Skinny, he dies. They were just like, we don't want to live this life. Like, that was, our brother that died by a gun, like. They were kind of telling themselves, we don't want to end up like that, There's so much other things they know they have potential for, they could do, but they never really tried to do those things until the loss. So, is there anything that kind of sticks out to you guys, whether you guys see it in person or on screen?
I feel like that has a good, like, how can I say this? That part where you were like, after Skinny's little brother died, that made them, no, was it Skinny's little brother or Skinny's best friend?
No, Tyler's the main, the main character, but it's his best friend's little brother.
Okay. Oh, and Tyler's best friend's little brother, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, best friend's little brother died. He said that after he died, that made Tyler and his best friend look differently, and how they didn't want to live that life anymore. I feel like that can also relate to another TV show I watched. It's very popular. It's called All American, and there's this it's a TV show. So it's a whole, 5 seasons or whatever. So basically, specifically what I'm talking about is, so there's the main characters are like Spencer. So Coop joins his gang because Spencer moves to, he's from Crenshaw. So he lives in California, and there's these two cities, Crenshaw and Beverly Hills. They're like a few, an hour away from each other, whatever like that. So basically, Spencer moves to Beverly Hills, like the more richer side of California, and where he's from is like it's like a black community. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, so Spencer, he's really he's a good athlete, but when he leaves Coop joins gang, And fast forward a little bit, basically Spencer gets shot by Coop and her gang. So I feel like after that happened, that made Coop, she's really good at music, she raps and stuff. That made her transform into looking at music more. So I feel like that can be a really good impact on, when you lose somebody or something, because a lot of people do when you get shot. They always go to the people. If they can't get to you, they go to people you love. So I feel like when that happened to her, that hit her differently. So that made her not want to do that. But I feel like that's also relation to what you were saying with with that
So
situation.
it's like they both lost someone special, and that's what made them turn.
Yeah.
Yeah, I see that. Well, but did Coop lose her friend?
Spencer?
Spencer.
Well, no, he still survived. Coop, actually, a few episodes in, Coop actually did get shot too, and that made her. She unfortunately couldn't rap no more because her lungs are messed up. But it's a lot.
So how do I say this? How did she kind of cope with life after losing music? Like,
well, okay, so in the TV show, Spencer.
Wait, she lost music?
well, she said she couldn't really rap anymore. So, and that was her way into music, kind of.
Yeah. So basically, it's a lot. So she lost. You asked how she lost music. No, you asked.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So basically, I don't know. No, you asked how she coped after. Yeah, she kind of handled it differently. She was really more, because before she got shot, they were working on releasing an album, and she did work with Spencer's ex.
Yeah.
Layla, she's another character. She was like his, what do you call it when you work with somebody? He was on a label with her, I guess. I don't know, something like that. But
they worked together.
Yeah, basically. Yeah. But she just didn't know how to tell her because, like, Coop, that's the only thing that she felt like she had because, Spencer's out in Beverly Hills and stuff. But she just didn't know. Basically, yeah, really. She just felt bad. And she felt like that was the only thing she had that was close to,
But other than movies, like, have you guys heard, like, some songs that would change or impact people to face away from gun violence? Because for me, like, every song that I hear, my attitude changes. Like every way I think, it just changes because of the song.
I can't remember the name of this song, but I just remember low-key the beginning of it. It goes like, what's wrong with the world, mama? People hating. Something.
I don't know that.
I forgot that song, but it's basically kind of the singers are basically kind of talking about how cruel the world that we live in is, and I feel like it really sheds light on the negatives, but in a positive way. Like, it kind of helps the world in a positive way, showing a light on these negative impacts. Just because you were right on you hear songs, but they're all bad, like, that's so true. Because, like, when I hear songs about negative things, it's just like, to me, it feels like the artist is either, like, kind of bragging about what life they're living, or just basically telling the people in, like, I don't want to say negative, but, like, in an aggressive way on how negative, the world can get, or it is. But this song, I'm going to search it up and I'm going to, like, play a little clip. But in this song, the way that they sing about, these bad things around the world, it kind of, like, it makes me want to listen to the lyrics and not just, like, the beats and, the vibe of the song. And that's usually what I go for when I'm listening to music. But it really makes you kind of, really get into the lyrics with the singer.
Yeah.
But I'm really going to find that song because I need you guys to understand what song I'm talking about. But yeah, I feel like, do you guys have any other you know, like what made you think of that question?
Oh, there's this one short film where they don't really talk or anything, but they just it's just like quiet, but it's it's just art the entire thing. Right? It just starts with a sad couple where you find out at the end they lost a daughter from a school shooting. For me, it's all crazy because I didn't think a drawing could like invade or convey such a deep message. But then like I was wrong, I guess.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of um, there's a lot of stories and news reports about like school shootings and even mass shootings. But even then, with all those different types of shootings, the only gun violence that is really like emphasized and really shown is just like gang related or
On
even
the
just
street.
like, yeah, street related. And it's just like, but what about the people who have such perfect life, you know? Like, not everybody is, you know, not everybody with a, you know, picture perfect life does not own, you know, like a lot of people own guns. You just gotta keep an eye out on, like, I feel like, you know, those signs. Because there was a short film that we watched the other day where it was showing, what was it? It was like showing these kids in high school, I think it was.
Yeah, they're like
Oh, they were like saying things about like a new gift
Mm-hmm.
about something, and they have to use it against like, or yeah, they have to use it against like a school shooter.
Yeah. And then, like, what's it called? Even though it was emphasized in the film, even though it was emphasizing the main characters, it was like supposed to be like a love story, right? Some type of love story.
Oh,
And then, but in the background, you could see
Oh,
signs.
we're talking about that one.
Oh,
Yeah.
They're
I
like,
mixed it
when
up.
they were
I
writing
mixed
on
it
a
up.
desk, and it was secretly, and then the whole time in the background or
Yeah.
something, it was even not what they were doing, like the clips they had. It was a
They're-
specific kid in the back.
Who was showing
Planning.
all types of signs
Yeah.
that he was going to, you know,
Shut up the school.
yeah.
Just tragic.
I wanted to know if, like, how would you feel about that situation, whether being in the situation as you, or if you were to have a kid or a loved one in that situation? Because I feel like it would be very difficult for me. Like, if I were to be a mother, like, I would be rushing to that school. Like, I don't know, just knowing that I can't even step into the school to protect my future baby, you know, like, that would like really shake me.
So like you're asking if you're a parent,
Yeah. Or not just a parent, it could be just like a cousin or like
a family member.
yeah.
Honestly, I'd probably go straight to the source and be like, "What's the problem with this school shooter?" Like,
I mean, but you get a call, right? Say you get a call from like Jeremy, say it's our little sister and she has you as her go-to phone number, right? To call, and the school calls you that there's a shooting in the school. Wouldn't you be like, and like obviously when you get to the scene, cops are outside, they're not gonna let you in. And I'm like, no, you can't go in there. Like, I would just be
I'll run in if that's our baby sister. Like,
yeah.
But what if you can't get in?
I find a way around the back through the window anyway.
But what would you do? You're going to end up getting hurt.
Our
Or,
baby
like-
sister's gonna get hurt. Like, come on.
Yeah.
I feel like, I don't know. I feel like in a school shooting matter, there's not much you can do. Because, like, in school, you know, we practice, like, lockouts, lock-ins. I feel like there's not much that I could do. So I feel like, you know, I would go up there, but, you know, I will also have to, like, pray about it because, like, you know, there's not much I can do. There's not, you know, it's in God's hands and see what will happen or how it would, the aftermath will happen.
The only thing that would like probably stop me if I'm going into school is if I see the police like already running in. If they're just standing by, then I'm going in. Like, why are they just standing around if there's a shooter?
I feel it.
Talking about these like school shootings and even mass shootings, do you think like kind of don't really compare it, but putting it side to side with the gang related gun violence and like the street related gun violence, do you think those people behind the gun are, or even the people in front of the gun, do you think there's a way to help those people without them like having to be an artist or being an athlete?
I feel like there's a lot of programs and activities you can get involved in.
Mm.
You don't even have to be on like an actual team. You know, there's like clubs or like something like to do. I feel like there's different, just different programs you can get into. Like, I know what school I go to right now. I know there's like different programs. Like we have like a BSU group. We have just I feel like certain stuff that you could do. You know that you can get stuff involved in and enjoy your time as you're there and stuff like that.
I like that. You, Jeremy, what do you think?
I feel like there is something everyone can get into, like a sport, a club. If there isn't anything, then the simplest answer is just to go to church, go to God, for the things that you cannot understand, cannot handle by yourself.
Yeah, I agree.
I believe that. I believe in that. What was I gonna say? I do like the idea of the programs and stuff. But, and I wanted to kind of share a personal experience. But before I share that, I also wanted to ask if, for those people who, I want you guys to think about the people who feel like they don't fit in anywhere, or like who just don't have the motivation to really do anything. Like, what do you think what do you think you would say to someone like that?
Keep trying, because there's no point of sitting around. Like,
That's true.
as long as you try, it's gonna be acknowledged. Honestly.
Yeah, I feel like I also agree with that too. That was a really good question. I think that I feel like you can just give it a shot. Like any place, anything that you put your mind to, or you think that you just enjoy, no matter what other people think about it, you should still go for it, give it a shot, and just don't listen to what anybody says or who's stopping you, and just do what you love the most. Because at the end of the day, you're doing it for yourself, not other people. So
I like that, and that's true. You are doing it for yourself. You're not doing it for other people. My little personal experience, I did. So me personally, I would consider myself one of those people who lack motivation easily and like just like kind of get lost easily.
yeah.
Like growing up, I was always like, my parents made sure to sign me up to like after school programs and stuff, mainly just because they wouldn't be home right after school.
Yes.
So they had to like keep me busy. But me, I kind of found a way, not to get too sad on here, but I kind of use those programs, or even just hanging out with friends before going home, just to kind of like make the trip home a little longer. But yeah, I would consider myself in like as one of those kids. Growing up in Hawaii, I was always in those. I had A+ throughout all my elementary, and then middle school I moved, so I didn't really know anybody in the neighborhood. I had met new people at my middle school because there was nobody from my elementary who went there. So I was low-key the new kid for everybody, not just the new kid in middle school, like not just that's a sixth grader, you know, they're obviously going to start off new. It was a new kid in that community, a new kid in that neighborhood. And that really just like kind of pushed me to the corner, kind of, just because I didn't really want to be at home, and I didn't really want to be outside either because there was nobody to play outside with. But then I kind of started seeing more people go to these after school programs. And the only reason why I really signed up for the after school programs was because of the classes and programs that they had offered the students. I remember there was a sailing class, and I joined it. It was super fun, but I kind of remember some of some of the kids in my old neighborhood kind of be like, "What, you're sailing now? Like, what do you need sailing for? You're not going nowhere on the ocean." I was like, "Oh, I don't know. I really don't know why." And that kind of got me off guard because I was like, I don't know. At first, me personally, I thought it was cool, but then like hearing my friends from my old neighborhood kind of like make fun of it, I was just like, oh, it is kind of weird. Like, what do I need sailing for, you know? So that kind of like, that kind of made me lose motivation for continuing to like keep going to the All Stars, because I was also in Boys and Girls Club. So if I wasn't in All Stars, I would be in Boys and Girls Club. But even Boys and Girls Club, there were just other kids clowning me for it, like just because like they were like, oh, you need to go somewhere after school just to go like back home, like later on you can't just like hang out with us, da 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 da. So like I kind of took that as a, oh shoot, like maybe it is weird. So I started just hanging out with the wrong crowd more, and they really like, it was fun. I'm not gonna lie, it was fun hanging out with them, but they really they were really bad kids. They really got me into a lot of trouble. So when I started going back to All Stars, this after school program, it was kind of like an eye opening for me, because I was like when I was in All Stars, I was having fun. I was enjoying myself. But it was when I told those people, oh, you know, like I had fun doing this. When we went sailing, we got to stay in at this couple's boat for a little bit. What's it called? And I just felt so judged that like I had to cut all of that off. But I feel like that's another way of kind of having someone impacted by art, because although sailing is not exactly art, like a fine art, it's still a performative art, you know. I was learning how to sail. I learned how to tie the ropes. I learned how to set up the boat. Like, I got a trophy at home, by the way. So I finished that class. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to share how I felt so judged and how easily someone can be pulled away from those programs, even though they're enjoying it themselves. A lot of people's words can really affect young minds and stuff like that.
So like All Stars and the both classes kind of like it helped you stay away from the wrong crowd.
Yeah, and just having the mentors that I had, like they didn't like exactly show me like, how do I say this? The main leader, I remember her. I'm gonna give her a little shout out, Miss Joanna, and my mentor, Miss Nettie. They were the two that really helped me out. Sorry. But they were the two that really helped me out. They really saw that like I was struggling and stuff, and like they just really showed that they cared. They didn't have to be like, no, Chastity, you have to be here. You know your dad's gonna be mad when he comes to pick you up and stuff. But yeah, they were more like loose. Like they kind of showed me, oh, we don't care. Like, no, they didn't really show me that. They were just like, they told everyone, it's your responsibility to show up and stuff. It's like, yes, you guys signed up for our program and stuff, but we're not going to be hunting you down after class to tell you guys, we have All Stars today. You have dance class today. You have a sailing class today. You guys better get to it. They were more just like, it's your responsibility. We're here if you need the help, but you have to, like, let us know that you need the help. And them just kind of like showing their presence around me and stuff like really helped me and stuff. So yeah.
That's a really good story. Yeah, I feel like when you have those good role models and stuff in your life, I feel like, that can actually help you a lot. You can have really good, if, having a good person in your life can, like, change your whole mindset and how you view things.
Yeah.
And just having that person there, like, to just know that, hey, I'm here to help you, you can take it or leave it. So I feel like that's a big thing that you need to have.
Yeah.
Just knowing that somebody is there for you. And
yeah.
They got your back,
So yeah. Oh, I just grab these real quick. And the laptop just died. But that's kind of my little personal experience. I hope you audience kind of take that as a lesson, to kind of see that life is not it's not appreciated at all. If you hear anybody talking about whatever personal experience they have, it's always something tragic and, it's always hardships. But in the end, some people get through it, some people don't. The people who get through it are those who do try to get out of it, who use other ways instead of aggressiveness and violence to get out of it. They find their way by joining community, which is either work, sports, clubs, anything. They're, putting themselves out there. They're not keeping themselves to themselves. They're just really out there, doing better. I hope you guys take that as your guys' little lesson today. And yeah, we'd like to end it there. Thank you for listening. Next week, we will be using a different type of format for our episode. But yeah, we'll surprise you. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.